Connection with the outdoors has been a fascinating thing to human beings throughout centuries. It's both a collaboration and a struggle between you and the outdoors. I myself have participated in many outdoor activities, but one I want to talk to you about is fishing. Fishing can take place in both lakes, rivers, and in the ocean. And it can be used both recreationally and occupationally. But today I want to talk to you about the history of fishing, the different types of recreational fishing, and the different types of occupational fishing. First, I'll talk to you about the history. Fishing has been around for as long as we have known, and according to historyforkids.org, fishing has been around for as long as hunting has. Fishing was originally called angling, and it's still called that today. But the different types of hooks that were used back in around the Stone Age were carvings of bones from animals, stones, and sticks. Encyclopedia Britannica says that for fishing line, they actually use old parts of animals and vegetables. Today's current fishing method is actually developed in England. The first book was actually written in 1496 called A Treatise of Fishing with an Angle. And in fact, the modern reel today was developed in the 18th century in England. Now that I've casted some information to you about the history of fishing, I would like to talk to you about sport fishing. Here are some of the basics about sport fishing. In order for it to be considered sport fishing, when you catch your fish, you cannot sell it for money. And in order to catch your fish, you cannot use commercial fishing gear. The two types of sport fishing are freshwater fishing and saltwater fishing. Freshwater fishing, it obviously takes place in lakes and rivers, like I have here. Saltwater fishing is a little bit different, fishing in oceans, but the two main differences between saltwater and freshwater is that the size of the fish in saltwater is a lot larger than a lake fish. And also, the fish activity in the ocean is reliant on the flood tide, the ebb tide, the sun, and the temperature of the water. The different types of reels for sport fishing are spinning reels, spin casting reels, bait casting reels, and single action reels. The different kinds of rods are spinning rods, bait casting rods, bottom fishing rods, surf rods, trolling rods, and mast rods. Now that I've flooded you with information about sport fishing, I would like to talk to you about commercial fishing. Commercial fishing takes place in all three sources of water: rivers, lakes, and oceans. There are 16 different types of commercial fishing, but I'll only name a few of them. There's gill netting, which catch salmon. There's seining, which also catches salmon, but it's also for catching different types of water fish. There's skate fishing, which is also considered long lining, where you catch halibut and cod. And then pot fishing, which has been popularized by the TV show The Deadliest Catch, where they catch crab. Now that I've told you guys about the fishing, you guys can become professionals using different types of rods, reels, and hooks. And you can go out and do sport fishing on lakes, or you can go out in the ocean in a boat, or you can even go to Alaska and do commercial fishing. Thank you.